Well, look at that. We're live again for the second segment of the day. I'm a fast change artist. Changed from my spring outfit to well, my almost spring outfit. This is important. This is serious. I want to be a spokesperson for the MBTA. I want to be featured in an ad campaign that tells people that everything's going to be all right. Just hang in there. I want to tell them that I love the T and why it's a better option than driving in many cases. The MBTA needs an ad campaign that features somebody well known in Boston telling them, hang in there, it's going to get better. I'm serious. I want to be that person. It's not a joke. And this is the first tool I'm using, social media. And I'm asking you, if you see this and you have a connection to the MBTA, especially, I guess, well, I don't know, Joe Pesatoro. He's in charge of public relations, right? Or the media. I want to be featured in an ad campaign telling people that I love the tea and it's going to be all right. To hang in there. Also, if you are connected to Governor Healy or Mayor Wu, please forward this to them. I'm serious. Let me right now tell you why I love the tea. First, let me quote from a song by Urban Verbs, which is a DC band called Subway. And they point out, we're all on the T, you're all going the same direction. And you're all going the same speed, which is kind of nice. You do, there's a sense of community. I feel a sense of community on the T. You are all going the same direction and the same speed. And right now, even though it's slow, you do get there. You don't need a car. When I see people stuck in traffic, I think that is no way to live. Stuck in traffic is a personal kind of hell. On the T, you can be productive. Even though it's taken a long time, you can be productive. You can be sending that email to your boss. You can be working on the T. So instead of a dead hour in traffic or a dead half hour in traffic, you can be productive. There's the parking issue. Whatever irritations the T may cause, it doesn't, for me, and I would think for most, that the awful specter of finding a parking place in Boston is a deal killer. I will take the T every time. Then there's the expense of driving in, the gas and all. And the T is a fantastic bargain. It really is. The T to me feels, I've been riding the MBTA since 1979. I've seen the changes, some good, some bad. The big dig came and caused all kinds of problems for the MBTA in terms of debt. And I've interviewed the MBTA board. I know what's going on with the T. I speak to people all the time who know what's going on with the rolling stock, what's going on politically. I mean, I'm not as inside as I'd like to be, but I don't need to be for this ad campaign. I want to be the person that convinces people, is it perfect? No. Is it still fantastic to be able to come into town or go out of town, come into a ball game or get home from a ball game, come into a bar and be able to have some cocktails and not worry about driving home? That's the other thing. Say you come to work and you want to go out with some people after work. You want to have a couple of cocktails. Well, if you take the T, you don't have to sweat it. If you drive, you can't really party like you probably would like to. So that's just, an outline of how I feel about the T. I've actually come to be known as a huge booster for the T. I went out yesterday. I have a T belt buckle. People are asking me about the T. They make comments about the T, saying it's a joke and this and that, and point out that a piece of ceiling fell at Harvard Station, and that is horrible. It is horrible, but it's a hell of a lot safer riding the T than it is driving on 128. Driving on 128, is probably the most dangerous thing you do, period. So don't freak because a piece of ceiling fell. Yeah, it happens. But check your numbers probably say you're safer in the T than driving in. And they're going to fix that. That's what I'm saying. It's going to take a while. But hang in there. It will get better. Joe is a T fanatic too. Bet someone said you are the new GM on the T. I don't want to be the GM. That is no way. And that's a joke. I can't do that. So that makes you think I'm not serious, Joe. I'm serious about this. This is not a joke. I want to be featured in an ad campaign for the MBTA, telling people and reminding them the pluses and why it's still a fantastic deal and it's still a great, great thing, and we're still very fortunate to have it. Have there been problems? Obviously, but I don't want you folks to throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's a wonderful asset. It's one of the things that makes Boston great. If we didn't have the T, imagine Boston with no T. It wouldn't be Boston. And the rest, by the way, the rest of the state, even if you don't come into Boston much or ever, you need to be into funding the MBTA because it is important for the state's economy and therefore your economy, no matter where you may live in the Commonwealth. Yeah, so Joe, hopefully someone topside hears this. That's why I'm saying, please share it. This will be seen by somebody who knows somebody, so please share it. That is all. And I look forward to being on a smiling face on the TV. And you know these gambling sites that we have now, where you have celebrities telling you to go gamble, DraftKings, etc. Well, I think a little money ought to be spent like that on the MBTA, a little MBTA positive press. And I want to be that spokesperson. Go T. That's it. Bye.